Okay, this video is going to be on how to support your clients, and there's a lot of notes that I have, so I want to make sure I don't forget anything. So I'll be looking down here, but learn from my mistakes. I used to fight with the clients, not in like, fist fight, but I would, kind of challenge them when they said it didn't do anything. And this was years ago in 2010, and it's not our journey. It is their healing journey. And so you want to just support them the best that you can, but they also have to take responsibility for their own health. Healing is not what is Jonathan Goldman says, healing is, and it's a process, not an event. It doesn't just happen. There is no magic pill. Like, if you take a blood pressure pill, it brings your blood pressure down, but think of all the other things and the side effects that are happening, that you're suppressing the functioning of the nervous system. You're depleting your CoQ10, which is the exact same nutrient that's needed to regulate the blood pressure. So people think that they want a miracle cure, and they think they're getting them when they take meds, but it's not, it's just doing other things. So you want to be very positive in your words, and you want to be very inspirational. We don't allow anybody to be a victim. Somebody comes in and, I had a lady one time, it was so funny. She had the same issue over and over and over and over again for months, always complaining about the same thing in her life, which was a partner she had. And finally I said, you know what? I just got tired of it. I was like, why don't you stop complaining about it and do something about it? And so then the next time she came in, she started to say it again. And I said, what is good in your life right now? What is good? Well, I got a new job and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, no buts. Well, she canceled her membership after that because she wanted to be a victim, and she's going to live that way. So I was happy to see her go find something else that she could do, that she could remain the victim, but not in my place. So I don't let anybody be a victim. So kind of keep that in the back of your head. When you first start, you're going to cater to everybody because you're building your business. And I did the same thing too. But over time, I've fired several clients. So I'll give you one example of one of my firings. He was overweight. He was about to lose a limb. And in order for him to not lose a limb, I needed him to change a few things. And he was willing to do anything, he said. He said, I don't want to go with God not perfect. I don't want to go to God not being perfect. So he basically said, I don't want to die and not have all my parts. I'm like, okay, 3 simple things. And his mom had told me that he ate a lot. So I said, you need to reduce the portions of your food. She said he didn't drink any water. So I had him, I think I had him on like 40 ounces of water. I usually promote more water, and I'll go over that in a minute. And then I said, reduce your, or exercise. So reduce the food portions, drink some water, and exercise a little bit. And I told him, I said, you can walk out of your house, go 6 minutes and walk back. That's all. That's not much to ask for. Okay. He couldn't even do that. And all he wanted to do was not lose his limb from diabetes, but he wasn't willing to do any work. I can't help those people. So I refused to, I told him, I said, don't come back. And I know it's a little hard. I am a Scorpio. I am hard around the edges. I'm not expecting you to do that, but you can tell people if you're not willing to do the work, then, maybe this isn't for you. But yeah, I had to block the calendar because his mom started scheduling appointments for herself and then would, let him come. And it was helping him, but he wasn't willing to do the work. So I had to get tough with him, like mean mommy, right? Anyway, ended up, he didn't lose the limb. He finally started listening, and, everything worked out. So, but yeah, 3 little things. So don't overwhelm your clients. So the protocol is to drink a lot of water. So it would be, I'd say 60 to 90 ounces of water. If you eat a raw diet, you're hydrating yourself in using that diet. So if you're eating a raw diet, then you're getting some hydration. So maybe 60 ounces of water. I tend to drink 90 a day. I do eat a lot of cooked foods. I don't eat a lot of raw. I like my cooked foods. So it's dehydrating. So I drink more water. I do fine. Everything's good. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I still go to Arby's because I love that roast beef sandwich with horsey sauce. You got to live. But The thing is, you want to have them drink a lot of water. You want them to not do, strenuous exercises. I don't want them to run marathons after. I want them to use the energy that they just received from the egg to help their body to heal. Now, you will get athletes that come in and they use that energy for more endurance, and that's their, what word do I want to use? That's their journey. If they want to do that, that's fine. But I always tell them, maybe you should use some of the energy for a few days to help your body repair and heal. So you can talk to them, but they're still going to do their own thing. It's their journey. And then we tell people to watch their diet. Don't leave the center, which I had somebody do, and then go to Taco Bell, and then they get sick and they come back. Well, the session made me sick. I said, it did? I'm like, that's odd because I don't usually have a lot of people getting sick. So what did you do after? Did you overdo something? Well, I left here and I was really hungry, so I went to Taco Bell. I'm like, stop right there. That's what got you sick. Your body's rejecting that stuff as it's detoxing. It's rejecting the crap that you just put into it. And they're like, oh, I didn't think about that. So I tell people, have a good diet. Don't eat cream sauces, greasy fried foods, and tons of bread and Taco Bell after your session. So you're just going to educate them. You're going to be inspirational for them. You're going to be a coach, if you will, for them. And you're going to, be very positive and support them. One of the things, and I got called out by a client one time, a client would come in and they would say, I can't, I don't know how, or they would say these things, or it's hard. And I would say, why? Well, it's hard to drink that amount of water. Well, maybe consider putting an alarm on your phone every hour and drinking 8 ounces of water. The alarm goes off, drink 8 ounces of water. By the end of the day, you're well over 90 ounces, depending on how, often how long you're awake. So I would say, you find ways to encourage your clients, turning off my mail again, and support them. And you always do the follow-up calls, see if they have any questions, see how you can support them. So anyway, the client called me out. So one day I had been, telling clients, can you change your words? Instead of saying I can't, maybe say I am going to, or, different words. So I said, and this was so many years ago. How did I say it? I said, I always am the man in the relationship. I end up attracting men that I have to take care of, and I'm the man in the relationship. And one of my clients, she's like, you know what? It totally called me out. It was amazing. So I started changing my words to I attract the perfect relationship. And I did. And I wasn't the man in the relationship anymore. I actually didn't realize I said that for so many years, that I was always attracting these boys that I was playing mama to. So it was super funny. So watch your words. Listen to the client's words, and you can have fun with it. You don't have to be like, hey, you just said that. Have fun with it. And once you get to know your clients, they're going to become your friends, and you're going to have this loving relationship with them, and you can say things like that to them, and it's really amazing. So, sometimes they'll just feel really good because they started drinking water and they're hydrated, and they're like, oh my God, the egg sessions are amazing. I feel so good because they're hydrated. You can, the required reading that you are offered to enhance your skill set and support your clients in a better way. Those books are meant to teach you about the autonomic nervous system and how it works. Those books are meant to teach you about different viruses and how they can be emotionally attracted to the body. They're about nutrition. They're about not sleeping in a lighted bedroom when you sleep, because people have insomnia, and you find out that they've got all these different lights and gadgets in their room. Of course they can't sleep, or they've got a TV in their room and they're leaving it on all night. So you're going to find that once you start talking to your clients, you're going to learn about their lifestyle in little tweaks that they probably didn't think about. The book about the circadian codes, that's a brilliant book that I did an hour-long summary of, and how I shifted my lifestyle around the tips and tricks in that book, and it's been amazing. So you'll be able to coach them and educate them and really help them with their lifestyle. But just know that if they're just going to do the egg and go to Taco Bell, they're probably going to tell you it doesn't work. They're going to do the egg and they're not going to drink the water. They're going to complain about a headache and nausea. That's probably the biggest side effects. You don't drink the water, then the body's thrown out these toxins into the bloodstream, and then they're going to settle somewhere else. So I've told them, you're just wasting my time and your money if you're not going to follow the protocol, because I am a little bit, like, here you go. But you'll do it in your own personality. So let's see. Oh, and then if they call you the next day and they're like, oh, I did go to Taco Bell, don't beat yourself up. You know what? It's a 5 to 7 day integration period. Start now. You can do better now. Don't let them beat themselves up so much that they're going to say, well, I blew it, so it's, it's done. They're still integrating and they can recover from that. And then just tell them, coach them through, you do better today. Do better, after you ate the Taco Bell. Now start now. So don't let them beat themselves up and then have them start again. I know I had another note here. Oh, and also when you, people are going to ask you, this is kind of a little side note, this came up this morning. People are going to ask you, what is the egg? How does it work? And I think the biggest thing we can say is we can't make any claims. We can't say it heals. We can't guarantee anything. We just have to say when the body is out of balance, it can create a condition from the body spinning out of control. The egg can help reset the body, bring it back into balance so that it can recover from anything that could be. The body doesn't know disease by name, and by resetting an imbalance, then the body can come back online, like it's like the Matrix, it's like, and the body comes back online to a new normal, a new healthier normal, so that the body doesn't see that chronic condition as normal. Does that make sense? So those are my notes, and hope you benefited from this, and love you guys. Bye.